And we are back, and we actually took a small break from Misscliks. Neil change room. Hopefully, it will be better.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, you guys are down by the river. It's time to gather whatever supplies you may want or need. You should probably get some source of light.
I get
So that
some
you
torches
can
and
head
some
up.
rope. Rope is great.
Oh,
Can we have
Rope is
lanterns
good.
instead of torches?
Rope. Huh?
If none of you have a lantern, you can definitely borrow one from the church because you are a paladin.
Well, and the sheriff said we could take whatever we needed from like the sheriff's office or wherever we were, right?
Yeah, you can borrow some of the sheriff's supplies and the church supplies, but you have to bring them back. That's part of the deal. They're not yours to keep.
Well, of course. Nothing is mine
Um,
to keep. Everything belongs to Martha.
So, what sorts of supplies do you guys want to take with you on this journey upriver?
Well, it's not going to be a very long trip, right?
we don't know.
You guys are investigating. It's up to you.
Oh.
It could be an hour. It could be 5 days. It's whatever you guys decide.
So we're going to try and find where this boat may have floated from. Is the idea?
You're looking for clues. He either was murdered and left here, or he floated downriver. So they're gonna see if anyone knows the guy, while you guys investigate upriver to see if you can find something. How you want to go about this investigation is up to you.
Okay.
Maybe we should like go one city upriver
Yeah.
and ask them like, "Hey, did anyone go missing?" So we
Yeah.
don't want to be like flashing the corpse around, be like, "Does anybody know this guy?" But if presumably, if like one of the towns, along the river, if someone went missing, like the town would know about it.
But what are we gonna do? Bring the dead body with us to confirm?
Can we leave it in Cresthaven?
Do we have the dead body?
Oh yeah. The
left it
mayor
with the
wants the mayor and the Undertaker are going to keep the body here and ask people around town if they know the guy, to make sure that anyone knows.
Maybe we should make a drawing of his face and take note of his features. How high is he? How tall is he?
Can you
His
draw?
eye color? No. I don't have time to draw.
Leslie
I
or
mean-
Ron, can you draw?
Not really. But would we really need to? Because I feel like we can ask them, has someone gone missing? If it has, it's pretty unlikely. Like, these are kind of small towns, right?
Mm-hmm. These are
It'd
really
be a
small towns.
big coincidence if the first town we go to, someone's gone missing and it's not this guy.
Right. And of course we can describe them.
Yeah,
We
we
all
can say, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
there was a lantern over here. You got a pretty good look at his face. His face is intact. It's really his throat and part of his upper chest that's been ripped apart.
So as far as supplies that we take rope, we take lanterns.
How many lanterns?
One each.
So 4 or 5 lanterns between the 5 of you? That's a lot. That's more than you're going to be able to get from the church. The church will have 2 that they can give out, and the sheriff will have 1. But they're definitely going to want at least 1 lantern around town just in case they need it.
So did the 5 of us have to share a lantern?
Yeah, 1 or 2 is what the
Just
would
get-
be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll grab one.
I don't want a lantern.
Ooh, we should get some.
We're not going to
healing
give our 2
supplies.
lanterns to our kids.
Healing supplies. Healing supplies. We
You
need
just call me a
some.
kid,
You're 12.
and
I'm sorry, a young man.
I'm a man.
Yes, you are.
I'll take a lantern. Leslie will take a lantern.
I'm not
Bulldog
getting
is
a
looking
lantern.
for. No, I got a bulldog. Unless you want it, you can hold it if you want. Here.
It's okay. You can keep it.
I think that's a great idea to look for healing supplies.
Yeah, healing supplies. I kind of act like a child for 1 second, super happy about my ID going through, and then I'm like back up into serious mode. I'm like, healing supplies it is.
Well, lucky for you guys, you have the most powerful healing supplies in the world at your fingertips. You are a war cleric, and she is a paladin. Paladins can heal 2 HP per level just by laying their hands on something, although they can only do that amount of HP per day. So every day, Anna, you can heal 2 HP per level, divided however you like.
But we're
So
level
first
1
level
right
it's-
now, right?
Yeah. Most of you. So you have 2 lanterns. And the amount of oil in each lantern will last you 2 hours. If you want to grab some extra oil, go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
You can get, there's plenty of oil around, so just tell me how many hours worth of oil you'd like.
8.
Okay, so that is the 2 lanterns plus, what is that, 3, so 6 more flasks of oil. So one of you guys already has a rope. Anything else
I
you
have
need?
rope.
Well, I like prepare my body like cautiously for this. I'm like, I'm getting ready for an expedition, guys.
Preparation
Do you
montage.
think that makes you look more stealthy? Do you think
Yes.
that makes you blend in?
Yes.
I can still
think-
see you, but you have a belt on your head.
Why are you such a party pooper?
I
I'm
think
sorry.
That looks great
Where
on
did
you.
Leo go?
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Hey.
It's okay. We are going on a crusade, everyone. Get mentally prepared. We might face opponents, and we have to be worthy in the name of Bellum.
Worthy in the name of Martha. Yes, we do. Let's see. Do we have enough food and provisions if we do make this a 5-day trip?
You do not have provisions for 5 days.
We have.
But the nearest town is a day away upriver. So
Can we? Are we good at hunting? Can we hunt?
I can definitely hunt.
Oh, I can fish. Well, so and we're going upriver, so we're good. I can fish along the way. Get us a snack. Just kind of.
Perfect.
so and bring
All
it
right.
with you. Yeah, you guys can hunt, but there's not always big game around to find. So
We can survive on fish.
you could survive on fish, and there's towns nearby. You know, there's a town upriver. There's a town downriver. The only way you'd need food is if you're like caught between towns for some reason.
Let's get 2 days of food.
Okay.
Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 10 days of food for the 5 of you total. The high priest has plenty of supplies, so he brings out some 5 days worth of food for you guys. He goes, I hope you don't need this. I know it's a harvest festival and all, and we're supposed to be celebrating the bounty, but we are starting to head into winter now, so more food that we can save for later, like this. He points to the hard rations that you have, the better.
I understand, Mr. High Priest.
Okay. And then once you guys have gathered your supplies, you head upriver. Dun dun dun. So it's pretty easy. You guys all know how to use boats. There's oars, and you just kind of row yourselves upriver. This boat really only has room for 2 people to row, so Ron volunteers immediately to row the boat. And who else wants to
I can
row?
row.
Oh, Leslie will row.
I want to row.
Okay.
I want to row.
That's all right. I think it should be me.
Why?
Because a woman can do anything a man can do, and that's a lesson you'll learn when you're
I
a
am a
woman, not a
woman.
child.
I am a woman.
16.
Said you were a child.
Wait until you're 120, and then you'll know what I'm talking about, okay?
You're 120 years old?
I am clearly
Yes,
stronger than
I'm an
you.
elf.
You're
Okay.
so old.
Yeah.
You're a sperm.
I'm not a sperm. And I like try to punch you like on the boat, and I'm like, look at this.
Like, there. Don't make the boat shift over, people. I will row. And then I kind of just impose myself in the rowing seat. Come on, war dog. Sit with me.
Ruff, ruff.
I sing a song about how wisdom comes with age, but innocence is precious, and young and old are all valuable together. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, kumbaya, yeah.
I'm
Totally
not a
kumbaya.
sperm. I'm already a man. That's what I sing over. I was trying to do I'm not a girl, not yet, but it
It was
didn't
a
work.
lovely song. When's it coming to Spotify?
I'm
So-
singing a war song. Like, to war, we're going to war. Woof, woof. Yes, war dog.
All right. It is night out or evening. You know, the sun is set behind the trees, but not quite all the way down behind the earth yet. And it is a quiet journey upriver. You guys row yourselves up there, and all you can really hear is the splashing of oars and the sound of the town slowly fading behind you guys as you make your way up. The river is kind of bendy and windy, and the forest is kind of dark and creepy at night, but it's always dark and creepy at night. You hear the occasional cricket, the sea of crickets out there, maybe some frogs every now and then, the birds chirping. But other than that, it's a pretty quiet night. You just hear the splashing of oars as you go upriver. Is there anything that you want to say or do as you go up?
Every time we see something beautiful or like hear something beautiful, like anything basically, I lean over to one of our party members. I'm like, "Did you hear that frog? Isn't it just beautiful what life can sound like?" And then, like, if we're floating on the river, I'm like, "Isn't that motion doesn't it remind you of a heartbeat? Aren't we so blessed to have heartbeats? Isn't that wonderful?"
I once killed a frog. Was then consumed by myself and my buddy.
Isn't it beautiful how nourishment can come from, such an act of horror, but then can become part of the circle of life? It's just beautiful.
It's not really horror. It's more like war. War against frogs.
Is it dark, Neil, you said?
For now.
Yeah, it's evening time. The sun is behind the trees, but not all the way down. So in order to see, you need to have like one lantern shining upriver at all times. What you do with you can turn the other lantern on for better sight, or you can leave it to save the oil. It's your call.
Usually, I don't go out that late. I don't even know what's out there in the dark.
Okay, I'll protect you.
No, don't touch me.
Don't worry, you'll learn to like girls one day.
Well, girls have cooties. That was so like cliche that I couldn't even finish it.
Jeff, your face, Stephanie, every time that Jen says something is like the perfect 12-year-old boy face. Just, ugh, gross. And you're like on my screen, you're to her right, so you're looking right at her because you're like, ugh. It's so perfect. Oh my gosh.
If you get really scared, I can lend you this ragdoll I've been holding on to for another boy. You can have it if you want for now.
What's a ragdoll? Like a voodoo doll?
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Kids today are into some
Could
weird
it be
crap.
a voodoo doll of Roy?
Do you know what I'm talking about, Evelyn?
They are. I just don't see why they can't see the beauty in the world and be satisfied with that.
Don't understand. They don't want to learn anything practical.
I mean,
everything's for show.
At their age, I was spending 8 hours a day in prayer and 5 hours a day doing hard labor, and that
explains a lot about you.
Yeah.
Ron speaks up and goes, "Shh, I see something."
Oh shit.
You want the ragdoll? His name is
And he
Buster.
the two of them are whispering to one another. Ron points upriver on the right side of the river, the east side of the river, and kind of turns the lantern to shine on it. And you see two people kind of hunched over something on the side of the river. Not quite in the river, maybe like 15 feet off the river, 20, 30 feet off the river. I don't know, how far is this? Like 40 feet out off the river, kind of behind this tree, but not too far blocked by the tree, but near this bush. And they seem to be hunched over something, moving slightly. They're side by side, as if they're both like inspecting something.
There's people.
I am thinking that these might be, like, if we are looking for a murderer, that we should maybe be suspecting them. So I motion for Ron, who I think is steering, to like take the boat closer, like, shh.
He paddles along with Wendy. They paddle the boat right up next to the riverbed.
How far away from the people are we?
You guys are now about like 100 feet away from the people.
So, but the people haven't like heard us or seen us.
They have not reacted to you.
They have not reacted.
Yeah, they may not see you. They may not hear you.
Do they seem
it
like
is pretty
they're trying
quiet
to be
coming up
quiet?
the river on the boat. No, I mean they are quiet, but it doesn't look like they're trying to be stealthy or anything. They're just hanging out by this bush.
Do you have weapons?
Okay. Well,
Not that you can see. They
They're
look like just
clearly-
normal townsfolk.
they're clearly not trying to be stealthy, so they're not doing anything suspicious. Let's just go up and talk to them and see if they've seen anything weird.
I'm taking out my sling.
Don't take out your sling. They're not
Yes.
going to hurt you,
I don't
and they're
know
not going to be
that.
afraid of you. You do know that.
I'm afraid of. Well, I'm afraid of them.
Why are you such a little pansy?
Now,
I'm not a
pansies
pansy.
you are just as beautiful as a
We're in
pansy.
murder investigation here, people. This is
Pansies
serious.
smell nice and they're beautiful flowers, and you are just as beautiful and nice smelling as a pansy. But I'm sure that Leslie would never call you a name that would mean
Poisonous
something that was like
pansy.
gender
take
discriminatory
down
or, you know, anything like that.
No,
No.
not me.
Mhm.
No, of course not.
Everybody
I meant
hates
that in
me.
a good way. Like, well, why are you such a good-smelling individual? Do you shower? Do you shower often? Seem like you shower.
Yeah, like
So-
more than most
People
people.
are so mean.
That's all I meant.
Ron brings the boat and pushes it up on shore, or like kind of rows it up so it's kind of sinks into the side of the mud on the river. And I've switched the map so you can see what is going on now.
Cool. Ooh, cool.
There's not a Ron figure on this boat, but he's here with you in spirit.
Oh, we're all in the boat. Look at us. Neil, you're
I'm
so
sitting right
prepared.
in
Where
What do you guys
But you
do?
wanted
the-
us to go on a boat upriver.
Are the people like here?
No, the people go up a little bit beyond that.
Oh, there they
There
are. I
you
see
go.
them.
Yeah.
I see them. Okay, so I hop out of the boat and I go to this bush and like peer out from behind it.
Okay, it's a tree, but it's fine.
Tree.
You go up to the tree and peer around. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm trying to put a belt around my head to be safe as well.
I'm just gonna step
Stop
out of the boat.
copying me.
I actually
I'm
wear
being
I wear a
quirky.
circlet around my head, you guys. That's part of my character. So
Well,
you
I'm-
were actually copying me.
Yeah, I totally am.
Well, I am
you know,
too.
I don't know why
Okay,
you're
so you
trying
put
to
belts on
copy
your
it.
heads and step out. Evelyn, you peer around the tree and you see these two people. They're just like hunched over something. There's a bush behind them. It looks like they're kind of like maybe digging at the roots of the bush, or maybe there's something like in the bush that they're looking at, but they seem very intent on something in front of them.
And I don't notice anything else about them, like their appearance or anything.
They are wearing your typical everyday peasant clothes. They've got, leather brown pants. One of them's got like a black vest on with a shirt underneath. The other's just got like a kind of a not purplish, yellowish, greenish shirt. I don't know. They're both a little bit dirty. They look like everyone else that you've seen in your life. They're just dirty peasants.
So, because I think that these might be murderers that we're looking for, I assume that they might be like burying something or something like that. So I look over my shoulder and I like, again, shh, and I wave everybody forward, and then I move to, I like try to move to flank them behind that tree.
Okay, that's pretty close. I mean, they're only 35 feet from you, and that tree would only be like 25 feet from them. So you can do it, but you've been quiet so far. I can't promise that they will not notice you if you move to that tree.
If they notice me, then Martha wills it.
I stay
Okay.
behind that one. With my
Alright,
sling
you-
ready. I disobey orders. I have my sling ready.
You
I
move
see
up.
that, so I take out my bow.
I think you should actually all be able to move your characters.
Yeah, I moved mine.
Yeah, I know you did.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Don't go out there; they'll see you.
They're facing the other way.
Is that
Jen?
so?
Jen, we're doing.
I'm trying to figure out how to move my character.
You can't press
Click on it.
No. Select move?
Controlled by Jen. Do you have the arrow key or the draw key used?
Well, I tried both. I tried the select move and the pan view.
It should just be the select move.
It's the one
Are you
next
not-
to the boat, right? Are you trying to move the right one?
Yeah, you are Jen, right? There you
Okay,
go.
Yeah, but I didn't think. Okay, I didn't think you would give me that icon because it's not the one I asked.
That's the one that you told me.
I'm pretty sure it's not. Okay, whatever. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anna, you are up behind a tree, and you peer around from this area. You still can't see their faces, but they're hunched over something. Give me a perception check.
And I muted my beautiful angel.
Ooh.
I said it's really nice to not be afraid of making checks. It's really weird.
You think you see a body
I
that
knew
they're
it.
leaned over.
I knew it. So is this are they both about equal in size and like
I mean, one's a male, one's a female. They're slightly different, but roughly the same. The male's a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger looking.
Okay, so I look at Leslie and I guess I would be looking mostly toward the adults. So I look at Leslie and Ron and I like say look at the guys, and then I motion that I'm going to go for the guy, you go for the girl. I'm like pointing at them, and then I go 3 2 1, and then I run toward and try to subdue the guy, like roll him to the ground and just subdue him.
Okay.
Okay. Leslie, what do you do?
So I would not be able to. Well, I'm kind of small, so I kind of like tell Ron, you go subdue the.
Actually,
female.
Ron is still in the boat. With
Oh,
the
Ron
lamp.
didn't get out of the boat. Okay.
No, Ron's sitting in the
I can
boat
do
with the
anything.
lamp.
I can do anything a man can do. I'm gonna go subdue that woman, and if she does not get subdued, I will tell her that her haircut looks awful, and she should feel bad, and that'll be the way to get her.
I'm sorry, a man is not allowed to say that. Trust me, I've tried. It does not go over well.
Okay, so at the same time that Evelyn is supposedly subduing the male, I'm subduing the woman, pulling her off.
Okay, so I will give you guys surprise. I need the both of you to make attacks at +4 to hit on top of because you're subduing, so you're like running, like restraining them. So the two of you give me D20 +4. 23. That's a critical grapple. All right, and
I don't mess around.
10 is actually a hit because these guys are unarmed and unarmored. So Evelyn comes up, like just tackles the dude who's on the opposite side of her, like leaps over the girl, like rah, lands on the guy, wraps her arms around, and then gets like a leg around him too, and he's just like completely pinned by you. Actually, give me a strength check, Anna.
Okay.
I scream
Anna.
from behind the bush and behind my hand. I say, "Drop your weapon! You are surrounded. We have bows, arrows, and clubs."
I like touch my club really proudly. That's right. We got clubs too.
Boys
Okay.
and their clubs.
And Jess, can you give me a strength check too?
Oof. So my strength is 12. I'm
D20
sorry.
plus your strength score.
Okay, so D20 plus 12. Oh my god!
Ooh.
Seriously?
Oh no, Jess
Alright.
is the new Anna!
Maybe you should believe in Martha.
Yeah. Actually, Anna, you criticaled that attack, so I'm going to give you advantage on your strength check, which basically means roll another d20, and then you take the better of the two scores.
Can't be
Because you did crit the shit out of your grapple.
30.
All right. So Evelyn tackles this guy, wraps herself around him, really restrains the shit out of him.
Like
actually,
this really cool attack roll where I like wrap my arms around him and then roll with the momentum, and my legs get tangled in his legs, and he's just completely like unable to move.
Meanwhile, Leslie comes over here and comes up behind the girl, wraps her arms around the girl, who immediately just like breaks the hold. And Evelyn, as you're like rolling with this guy, you think you have him grappled really well. And then he does something incredible, and he just like moves his arms and just breaks your grip. And you're like, you're a strong person. You have a pretty good grip on this guy, but he seems to somehow have leverage or overpower you somehow and breaks free of your hold. And as they, they've both escaped from your grasp. As they turn around, you notice something unusual about them. They are pale, like deathly pale, and their eyes are not really fixed on anything. They're both just kind of looking out into the distance at different spots. and you hear this groan come from them as you notice that their neck and part, like the guy, his neck right here on the side and this part of his arm, his bicep, are gone. Like you can see all the way to the inside of his throat. It is gone. There's no way anyone can be walking around living like that.
Monster!
Do we see that?
The woman is actually missing her jaw and her cheek, as they're just gone. So you wrestle these guys, they break free, turn around, and you see them like this. Roll initiative, everybody. D10 plus your weapon speed or whatever it is that you feel like doing.
Fucked up. Us? We're close enough to see that. Like.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, D10 plus our weapon speed? Is that
Yeah,
what you
or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, or whatever action you would like to do. What is it? I just assume you guys are going for weapons. But if you're not going for weapons, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I like bust out my short bow and kind of. Wait, no, am I still like right next to? Oh, I am.
Right next to.
I whip out my dagger.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we're like basically still grappled by them, right?
No, they've broken free and
We're
moved a
very
little bit
close.
away. But you're, face
So they're
to
a few
face.
feet away from us.
Like, and I don't want to like I don't want to take the offensive attack. I'm just getting on my dagger just in case.
Okay. So give me a D10 plus 2 for you. Anna, what are you doing?
I guess I'm gonna take out my shield and one-handed bastard sword. Cool, showing the turn order in roll 20.
Is Ron still on the boat with the lantern? By the way, are we fighting in the dark?
Is that
Yeah,
new
Lantern.
in Turn Order? Did they add that in the latest expansion or whatever?
No, I think it's been here, but I just didn't know about it until just recently.
Can we? Oh yeah, I can move it. Nice.
Yeah.
That's really cool. The question marks. The creatures that we don't know what they are. The monsters. Your mic is up, Neil, if you're trying to talk.
Yeah, I heard his mouth.
I don't know how my mic got up. Leslie, nope, you're the first to act. I'm so sorry.
Okay. All
I've
right.
been chatting at you guys.
I was gonna say we saw your mouth moving, but we couldn't hear anything. Now I kind of want to. I kind of want to back away because I don't really want to fight with my dagger. So can't I just like kind of dagger out on the defense in case they attack, and then just kind of back away so that I can later pull out my short bow?
Yeah, you can use your action to withdraw. It means you forgo any attacks this round, but you back away before in such a way that they can't get an attack of opportunity on you.
Okay. Do I have to roll for backing away?
Nope. You just back
Okay.
away.
right.
Go ahead and move your character
Oh, right.
pretty much as far as you want.
Okay.
Pretty much.
I'm gonna go like. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna go toward everyone else. I'm going to go here.
Okay.
Don't draw them towards us.
Oh, that's a good point, actually.
Steph.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's just my character's reaction.
Steph.
Yep. I drew my bullet dues from my sling, so I'm like, I don't hesitate. I see the jaw missing, and I'm like, monsters attacking Evelyn, and I just like shoot. I'm like, I'll protect you. And
Okay, roll to hit.
Is it just D20? It's my first time.
Let me
This
take a
is
look at
my
your character
first time.
sheet. D20 plus 1 from that high dexterity you've got.
Okay, what's the difference? Is it the damage? Oh no, that's the damage. How do you know it's +1?
So
wanna
underneath your
learn.
HP, You've got total melee adjust and total missile adjust. You want to use the
Okay.
total missile adjust.
Because I'm throwing a missile. Nice.
Right.
20 plus 1. 16.
That's a hit. The bolt or the bullet from your sling just goes whap and cracks the creature right in the chest.
I'm trying to shoot the one Evelyn is
Give me a damage roll.
So what's the difference between the two numbers, the D4 and the D6?
The first number is for small and medium creatures. The second number is for large creatures.
So that's
this
a
will be a
small, huh?
D4 plus 1.
Okay.
Mhm.
4.
Okay.
Pacha!
Boom.
Woo!
All right, you strike the creature in the chest with the bolt or the bullet, and the creature kind of just grunts. It doesn't seem to
well
be too
done,
affected by it.
Leo.
Anna.
I would recognize something like this as like undead creatures, right? Would I?
Maybe not at this exact moment, but probably, yeah. I mean, this guy's dead and he's standing and moving, or should be dead. Like his throat looks like no one could possibly survive that.
Okay.
You're free to draw your own conclusions, but there's something unusual happening here.
I'm trying to back off because as a paladin,
Maybe it's an elaborate Halloween.
I can detect the presence of evil intent.
Mhm.
But it takes me a round. So
Yes.
I'm holding action if it's going to come toward me, but if it doesn't, I'm just going to use this round to detect whether it's evil.
One or the other. You can't. You can detect, or you can hold your action. You can't do both at the same time.
Okay, I'll detect.
Okay. You detect a strong presence of evil coming from both these creatures.
I yell, "In the name of Martha!" I yell that in my accent. You're an abomination. I forgot how to accent. Anyways, something about an abomination of life and Martha and blah 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 and evil and we should take these down. Blah blah blah.
Okay.
Pretty impressive that Steph and I can keep up our French Canadian accents.
Yeah, your French Canadian accents are amazing.
Bulldog. Your turn.
Yes. I will say, in the name of shit's name,
Bellum.
Bellum, God of War, you foul creatures shall be banished by the light that shall be cast upon your face. And then I cast light in their eyes. One of them.
Okay. Saving throw versus spell. Light starts to shine out of the eyes of the female of the two.
In the name of Bellum.
Okay.
I put
And then
my
the female goes between the two of them. She turns and starts slowly, like, lurching towards Anna's character, towards Evelyn. Goes, and kind of like makes a lunge to try and like bite at you. But in doing so, she gives an attack of opportunity because she is an unarmed creature, unarmed person. Well, she's a humanoid making an unarmed attack at you. So you get an attack of opportunity against her with +4 to hit.
I do?
As she just like lunges towards you to try and bite you. Yes.
Cool. So melee adjust
Is nothing. So it'd just be a d20 +4.
the 4 is for my proficiency?
No, the 4 is because she is giving you an attack of
right, right.
opportunity by making like, she's trying to bite your face basically.
And I have my sword
So
out,
it's easier to hit someone who's like trying to bite you than it is if they're just standing there.
Right. So I pull out my bastard sword and I'm like, evil thing.
21. That is a hit. That actually clears by 10. That is a critical hit. Give me. Are you using your shield or using your bastard sword two-handed right now?
It's a one-handed one, so I'm using a shield and that.
So 2d8 +1 for damage.
15.
Wow.
Do I cut off her head, Neil?
You take your sword and you just hack right through her. right through her neck as she lunges forward to try and bite you.
Hey,
And
that
her
was
head
my
rolls
life
to the
form.
ground, and her body just like collapses to the ground as well.
Does the light keep going out of her eyes?
Meanwhile, the light continues to shine out of the eyes of the head. Meanwhile, your back is turned to the guy at this point as you're attacking this creature, and the guy comes up from behind you, goes and grabs a hold of you with his arms wrapped around your plate mail armor. Give me an opposed strength check. Not your plate mail, your splint mail. Give me a strength check.
I'm so strong. Don't even mess with me.
Don't even mess with
Okay.
me.
He gets a hold around you, but it's pretty weak, and you find yourself pulling out of it, no problem. And back comes Jess. We're just going to keep the same initiative order for now. We're going to see if we like this method better.
So did the female go down then already?
Yeah, I cut off her head.
Okay, so then can I use my short bow and try to attack the male?
Yes. Yes. You're going to have to move a little bit because right now
Oh.
Anna is blocking your view.
Oh, right.
But you can still move and get an attack.
Okay. I can move and attack on the same turn?
Yes. Normally
Okay.
you would get 2 attacks with your short bow, but if you have to move, you only get 1.
Okay, so I'll move to like here. Is that a good range?
That's great. Your minimum range is like 50 yards.
Okay.
Or your short range is 50 yards, so you can be anywhere you want and get an attack.
Okay, cool. So I'll move to there, and then I will attack, which is... Where's my attack modifier? Is it... Or...
It's your total missile adjust. I know I have your character sheet somewhere.
Oh, I can't find it.
It's below your HP.
Below my HP.
2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In that center box where it has max HP remaining, down below
Yeah.
that and to the right.
Oh, okay, 2. Cool.
Okay.
Okay, so what do I roll? Is it 1d6 then?
D20. No, it's a
for
1d20
initiative.
plus 2 to hit. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
That was a magical roll.
So it definitely hits.
And it definitely hits, and you actually double critical. It's a perfect shot. It's like exactly where it needs
Like
to be.
right into his eye socket.
I mean, his side is to you. Actually, so I
okay.
will give you another +1. So like right in the, like right where the skull meets the neck, like that
Okay.
classic joint right there. So give me 3d6 damage for that double crit.
Okay. Oops. Man. Alright. Those aren't great rolls. That's fine.
No. You're actually a thief, right?
Mhm.
Hold on, you're a thief. So that means you get sneak attack
Ah.
bonus because you have him from an angle where he doesn't notice you. He does not see you coming, which gives you the sneak attack. Because we're using second edition. Second edition sneak attack rules are a little bit harder to use. So we say, because the original sneak attack for second edition is kind of stupid and broken. It's broken like in the wrong way. It's too hard to use. So we say if you have back attack or a flanking attack on someone, or a flank and they don't see it, or a full-fledged back attack, you get your sneak attack bonus, which adds extra damage. Since you are below level 5, you get an extra d6 in there. So just roll one more d6.
Oh. Not great rolls.
So 10 damage total. Not great rolls. The arrow lodges right into his neck, and he keeps moving. It's the sort of shot where 10 damage would take down just about anybody in the world. Most people only have 1d8 life, so 10 damage is way more than it would kill.
So we know that this guy is like not human, as if we still thought it might be.
There's something unusual. Like maybe he's an epic. Maybe he's a great warrior or something, or maybe he's something else. But there's definitely something fishy going on around here. Steph, Leo.
Leo slings again. 11. Is that too?
Well, it's all it takes. He's not moving very quickly. You crack him with the bolt, the bullet, Give me a damage roll.
Yeah.
3 points, and he is still standing. Evelyn.
Yes.
Evelyn. This man is like slowly lurching towards Leslie, kind of like just like pulling himself slowly in Leslie's direction.
So when I'm using a sword, since I have no melee adjust, it's just a flat 20, right?
Correct.
Okay,
Correct. Yes.
cool. Oh no. My rolls have run out.
But you get +2 for back attack.
So
Oh no. Yeah, so you come up from behind this guy, take a swing, and your sword just like slices through his shirt but doesn't quite make it all the way to his flesh. Yeah.
Boo.
He makes his way towards Leslie.
Alright, so I will take out... actually, can I... Is that person back to me? No. Okay, I will run up to that person and attack it in the back with my halberd.
Okay.
Halberd.
Halberd, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, my bread thing.
So move your character into place and make your attack at +2 for back attack.
That's the evil person, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know they're evil.
Yeah,
That's the
she
person
said
we're
she said they're
attacking.
evil. So I
It
will
looks evil.
take out my halberd and I will say, "Be gone, you terrible non-human creature! I shall end you from your ending." And then I use my halberd. And what's the... it's d20 plus 1? Is it Neil? Is it
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. What'd you say? No, it's just a flat d20, but you have back attack, so d20 plus
Oh,
2.
and it's not plus 1 because I'm a crusader?
I mean, you're level 1 creature. No one has a bonus to hit at level 1 unless you have really high strength with the melee weapon or really high dex with the missile weapon.
It's d20 plus 2?
Yeah, the back attack.
12. 12? Yes, no, yes, no.
Yes, I think it's 10.
Yeah, I think so too.
That is enough. You hit. Your halberd sinks deep into the creature's back as you do
D10 plus 1 damage. And
12 points of damage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good job. I don't really
11.
say that. I'm like,
All right, so you just bring this halberd to bear. For those of you that don't know, a halberd's like think of a long pole with an axe on the end of it, but not quite. It's not like a two-handed axe. It's like a 7-foot pole or an 8-foot pole with a big like axe on it, and then there's a spike on the end of it, and the other side has like a slightly smaller axe.
how do you
So it's this
spell
really
that?
long pole arm. Oh god, I don't know.
Halberd,
Halberd?
it's HALBERD, isn't it?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
And it's kind of impressive because I'm so short and using such a large weapon.
It's cute. I'll put it on the stream.
And I chop his head off.
Okay, so you sink your axe deep into the creature's back, and it just kind of and collapses forward. You can hear the ribs breaking as your axe cuts through them, and the creature lies flat on its face now, dead as a doornail.
I look up to the skies and I'm like, "This is for you, my boy Bellum." We have won the war against zombies. We shall be united in victory.
I kneel
have been
sadly.
You have been a mighty warrior, all of you.
Yay! We made it! We're the best! Alright, let's go home.
Did we? should we really be happy that we just killed? Like, we don't know what these are. We don't know what they were doing. I don't think now's the time for celebrating. I think now's the time for finding out what they were doing and getting back to town and warning people.
Are we sure that they're really dead now? I kind of poked them a little bit.
That's another thing we should check.
I kneel down and kind of solemnly say a prayer, asking Martha to take the souls of the beautiful lives we've just taken, and that she may save them from the evil that they have found themselves in, etc., etc.
Can you check if they're still evil?
Yeah, Neil, I check if they're evil again.
No, there's no more evil presence around you.
They're no longer evil.
Ron gets out of the boat and goes to inspect the things, the corpses, the dead, the undead were leaning over. And he says, guys, just take a look at this. Calls you all over. You take a look. It is a woman and 2 children, and they have been ripped to shreds. There's very little left of them. I mean, there's an intact skeleton, but the flesh from them is mostly ripped. Like, their front is gone of flesh. Their sides are, like, missing things. It looks like they were eaten.
I, like, try to shield Leo's eyes. I, like, try to put him behind me.
I'm like, don't shield his eyes. He deserves to see the truth. The cold, hard truth.
And then I shield Bulldog's eyes, because she's 16. And she also shouldn't be seeing this.
I keep talking really, like, loudly. Like, we are at war against the zombie nation. Maybe not zombie. Undead nation. And they have clearly targeted us, and we should end them right now. We should rise an army to go against them.
No offense, Your Holiness, but I don't know what undead nation you're talking about, says Ron.
Well, the 2 of them and the other dude that's dead. No, we have 2 people. An army of 2.
I mean, the 2 of these critters, whatever the hell they are, doesn't really make a nation.
Could be an isolated incident.
And these certainly could be the horrible creatures that killed our man down in our town, which I forgot. Cresthaven.
Cresthaven.
Well, then maybe the case is closed and there is no war.
Perhaps we should continue up the river and make sure there's no other creatures like this.
Or make sure these creatures haven't eaten anyone else.
That's true.
What should we do with the bodies of the children?
Well, they're mostly skeletons. I mean, if, like, what's-her-face, Evil and Her Holiness wants to say prayer, then, that would be great. But we really probably should get going.
Well, time is of the essence, but we should pay our respects. I think we, like, at least cover them with rocks, maybe not bury them, but, make them a little shrine or something. And I say, Martha, please bless the lives that have been lost today. Please teach us how to better protect your holy creation as we move forward on the river. Protect us, your servants. In your holy name, may the sun shine.
And then I come up and I say, you are casualties of the undead uprising, but war is imminent. We shall avenge you.
And I keep trying to get a last word
ahead?
after Jen. Like, yes, and may the sun shine and beautiful. Yes.
And you shall be avenged.
And may your soul find
peace. Can I find my bullets that I use? Or is it like...
Oh, yeah. Can I grab my
Do I
arrows?
lose them?
Or should I... am I wary of going by... Well, I guess that's kind of my decision. Can I retrieve my arrows without, like, touching the undead thing? Did we lose Neil?
Yes.
Seems to be hesitating.
He's thinking really hard.
You're gonna have to at least put your foot on it.
Okay. That's fine, I'm wearing shoes.
You'd have to at least put your foot on the creature to pull the arrow. Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, you retrieve your arrow, no problem. Steph, you hit with both of your bullets?
Yeah.
Right? You can find one of them. The other one is missing.
Alright, deal. I'll take it.
Okay. So, what is the immediate course of action?
Well, let's
What do you
get
guys
back
do?
on the boat and continue upriver. Because now, not only do we have the original, dead guy that was attacked in Cresthaven, we have these 2 weird undead creatures attacking a family, like, off by the side of the river. So we really should get upriver, hit the next town and ask if they've seen anything suspicious.
And warn them about the uprising of the undead, yes.
Well,
You are
warn
so-
them that there were some weird undead things.
What
Yeah, that's
uprising are you
really
talking about, Jen? This is an isolated incident that has nothing to do with the rest of the storyline.
We should just
I
make
don't
sure that
know,
these
Neil,
two same.
I'm trying to
undead.
find a war here to fight for.
We want to find out just where these undead came from and if they used to be people in the next town.
Leslie, you are
Okay.
such a wise, independent woman. I think that is a great plan.
Thank you. You know, men are always underestimating me because of that.
I believe it, but
I
they
know.
shouldn't.
You and me, I know.
Well, I'm missing my parents a little bit.
Leo,
You guys continue upriver.
Oh, the ragdoll. His name is
I don't want a doll. I'm a
It's
man.
You guys
Fine, I'll
keep
keep it
rowing
quiet.
through the night, pushing yourselves upriver. You take shifts because eventually you guys get tired. Going upriver is pretty hard. It's annoying.
I cuddle Leo when he falls asleep.
I push
Like
a little
myself
kid.
to row for a really long time because I really want to prove that I'm super strong.
Give me a strength check, everybody in the party that takes a turn rowing.
I'm not.
Yeah, you
Nope.
fall asleep because you're a baby.
I'm sleeping.
She's not a baby.
I'm not a
Boy.
baby.
30!
Wait, so is it a D20 plus our strength?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, and I'll give Ron a check. Okay. So you guys get a little fatigued partway through, have to pull over, stop on the side of the river, eat some of the food that you brought along, and rest. But eventually you make it to the next town up to the north, which is called Ashwald.
You get to sleep?
No, I mean, you're rowing up here all night long. I guess when you're not rowing, you can try and sleep, but, then other people have to be awake and row. And it's like when you take a long road trip on a car and you have to go through like a period of night or in the evening, and that guy falls asleep in the back of the car, and you're like, you asshole, I am not just going to drive while you're sleeping. It's kind of like a dick move to fall asleep while everyone else is working their asses off rowing upriver, but you can sleep if you want,
I'm especially sleeping on Wendy's shift.
As
Like,
the
he's-
dawn breaks,
As he's sleeping, I'm like, he's so lazy. He's like totally younger than me, and we can tell by his sleeping patterns. I will definitely not sleep on my shift.
It's so
uh,
amazing that you were able to stay awake so long. You must have real stamina. You must have practiced real hard to be able to do something like that. I believe you are so committed to your goals, and that is admirable.
Thank you for understanding me.
as dawn breaks and light starts to filter in through the trees, you guys see the outskirts of Ashwald in the distance. Ashwald is the largest of these river towns, of which there are 2, 4, 6, 7 river towns. Ashwald is definitely the largest, but it's still not that big. Population of Ashwald is in the 500, 600 area, whereas Cresthaven is 250 and Jarbark is 180 or something. So it's still not that big of a town. But you see it off in the distance. Give
I
me
get up.
perception
Oh.
checks.
I wanted. Okay, I'll still do it anyway before we do it, but my character would have gotten that immediately, trying to awaken Leo and scream, Ashwald ahead! Behold! And then I can roll.
Perception checks, everybody.
Maybe even me.
Not if you're asleep.
Oh, would I be up? I guess I would be sleeping.
28, 22, and
Ashwald
26.
ahead!
So actually, Bulldog and Leslie, as you approach, you notice that there's something a little bit off here. Whereas normally in the mornings there would be plenty of how fires going in people's fireplaces as they cook food or prepare whatever, and you'd see smoke rising through the forest. It's a very common sight. It's actually how you know that you're about to approach a village. If you're going overland and not by river, is by seeing smoke usually. There's no smoke rising from anywhere in Ashwald at all.
Uh-oh. That doesn't
Maybe-
look good. There are
Maybe
no signs
they're-
of life.
Maybe they're all the harvest evening festival.
Winter's Eve.
Yeah, that.
Do they have a Winter's Eve festival up here? Something looks eerie.
They do. It doesn't always happen to land on the same day as yours. In fact, you know that their Winter's Eve festival wasn't going to be until next week.
It's pretty strange for there to be no signs of life when Winter's Eve is just around the corner.
Maybe if they came to our Winter's Eve festivities. Well, I mean,
We would have noticed. We would have been like, who are all these new people in town?
We better go
Maybe they're
investigate.
We'd better proceed with caution, though. Yeah, we want to investigate, but we don't really know what's going on here. We don't want to just, like, rush on it. We should probably be stealthy about it.
Well
Leo.
said, my friend.
Leo, I know you got it in me, my little ninja man. Do you want to come with me and sneak into the city and see what we can see?
You guys woke me up?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
What's her
guess I
face
could
woke
do
you up?
that.
Okay.
Bulldog
And I
woke you up
think-
by yelling at you.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
So Ron steers the ship over towards the land. You guys are about 100 yards or 100 meters out from Ashwald. And we should take our second and final break before you guys try and sneak your way into the city.
Oh my goodness.
God! All right.
Guys, we're going to take a really quick break, but take this time, if you would, to follow anything you find interesting. I suggest the Misscliks Twitter, @Misscliks. Also, there's a follow button right under this picture down there. And if you really want to support us and you want to use cool emotes with our faces, then you can subscribe as well. And we'll see you in a few minutes.
Bye.